This is Debbie with the Food Prepping channel. And today I'm going to do something that I've never done before. I love doing it with y'all. I'm sorry I haven't been around. I've had a lot going on in my life. Few deaths, and then we found out that my daughter's grandfather, her father's father, has cancer. And my daughter's aunt just died on her birthday, April the 25th, and now she finds out that her grandfather has cancer, and it's just been one thing after the other around here, and I'm just really sorry that I haven't been around to show y'all any videos. It's been kind of like I've been fixing everything that I've already showed y'all, so I've got to get back into fixing new things for y'all, and this is one of them. I'm going to fix baked potatoes in the crock pot. So we're supposed to have like 5 inches of rain today, and it's not really hot outside, but yesterday it was. Yesterday it was like 90 degrees, and if it was a hot day and I wanted baked potatoes, it's kind of hard to do that in the oven, but you can do it in your crock pot, and it's not going to use as much electricity to cook them in your crock pot as it does in your oven or your microwave. And so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I have 4 russet potatoes here, and you can get these in a bag at Kroger's. At Walmart, I cannot find a bag of jumbo russet potatoes, but I always can at Kroger's. So I have a little brush. This is just a scrubbing brush, and I turn the cold water on, get the brush wet, get the potato wet. I'm real picky about my potatoes, making sure that they're clean, and I just take them and brush them all over with this brush, and this brush is only used for my potatoes. That's the only time that I use it is for baked potatoes. So I make sure that, you know, everything's good and clean, and I'll bring you back and show you this in a minute, but I always make sure that the ends are cut off of my baked potatoes. And if there's any spots on them, like this one right here has a spot on it right there, I'm going to make sure that those are cut off, because I don't know, I'm just really picky about my baked potatoes, because I do like the skin. I like to eat the skin, so I want to make sure that it's all clean and that I can eat it. And so I'm going to wash these and get them over to the table into the crock pot, and I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm back, and I've washed all the potatoes, and I've dried them, and I have them in this bowl, and now I'm going to go, and I dried my potatoes with paper towels. I see on TV where people will dry their vegetables and stuff like that with their kitchen towels, which I do use kitchen towels to wipe my hands off after I wash my hands or whatever, but I just can't see using my kitchen towels to dry my food off with. I mean, when you wash them, do you see how much lint comes off of them in your dryer? I don't know. I just have always felt more comfortable drying them off with paper towels than I do with the dish towels. But I'm going to cut off the ends of each of these potatoes. This one is a little green, and I'm fixing extra so tomorrow I can make a frittata, which I've already showed y'all how to make a frittata, but around here we love frittatas. So I'm going to make one tomorrow with the extra potatoes. Alright, so I've got all there's one. I pretty much got all the spots off of that one. Cut the end off. Cut that end off. Alright, this is a huge one. see, a lot of times also when you cut the ends off, you can see if there's going to be black spots in them. Have you ever gone to a restaurant and gotten a baked potato and split it open and there was black in the middle of it? Well, I really don't like that. So I've got all the spots off of them now, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drizzle them. I'm going to drizzle them in a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. About a tablespoon. And then I'm just going to make sure that they're all, it's probably about 2 tablespoons, I guess, of olive oil. I'm going to make sure they're all greased up, because now I'm going to put salt and pepper on them. And I know y'all gotta love my salt and pepper shakers. I saw this at a restaurant. These are my little wine bottles. This one was Chardonnay that I use for cooking. I don't drink, so I get these little wine bottles, and they were perfect. I was running out of salt and pepper really quick with my other salt. I mean, I've got like 5 or 6 sets of salt and pepper shakers, but I really like the idea of this, so I just cut holes in the top, and that's my salt, and here's my pepper. And as you can see, we use a lot more pepper than we do salt. So I'm going to put salt on all these. And pepper. I hope all of y'all have been doing well in your lives. I haven't heard from very many of you, so I just, like I said, I've just been so busy with my life and with everything that's been going on with my family, and I had a really hard time yesterday. You know, most of y'all know that my father died in November, and I went to Walmart yesterday, and as I was going through the aisle, I saw this huge Father's Day card, and I thought to myself, I've got to get Daddy a Father's Day card. And then, just all of a sudden, it hit me. My dad's not here this year for Father's Day, and I broke down in Walmart right in the middle of the store and just cried and cried. But anyway, my potatoes are done now. And what I'm going to do is I've got 4 pieces of aluminum foil. And you always, someone said on one of my other videos that you don't put the shiny side out. But you do put the shiny side out, because the shiny side makes the heat. So I'm going to take a baked potato, I turn it sideways, and then I just roll it up. And these are just going to go right in my crock pot, just like that. I'm going to, let me wipe my hands off. I'm going to take them, turn the paper sideways, roll them up, and then just lay them in your crock pot. That's all you're supposed to do. And these are going to cook on high for about 4.5 hours. And when they get done, I'll bring you back and show you. I've been, when I was at Walmart yesterday, I've been trying to get herbs and tomatoes and for my bucket garden this year. And I decided, last year I had such a hard time with my bucket garden that I decided that this year I'm only going to do a lot of herbs, and tomatoes and peppers. So I've got like 6 tomato plants, and the tomato plants that I got are supposed to be good for containers. So I'm excited about that. And then I got all kinds of peppers. Peppers do pretty good in the bucket. So I'm gonna do. I got an orange pepper and some jumbo pepper, and so I'm gonna do all those and do an update on you. And I'm planting flowers outside and getting my outside so that it'll be a little more homey, because I don't know, this isn't my mobile home. I rent it, but I just figured that I'm going to be here the rest of my life. I mean, the man that I rent from already knows that. There's no way that he would sell it, or I pay my rent on time every month, so there's no way he'd kick me out or anything like that. So I'm going to be here the rest of my life, so I decided to plant flowers and all. And so anyway, got all my potatoes in here. And you should be able to see there's 4 potatoes in there. Alright, I'm going to put the top on it. And this, well, what is wrong here? This crock pot is the best, and I will say it over and over again. It's the best crock pot I've ever had. I got it at Walmart. It was $39. It's a GE. Everything is digital. It locks. You can just take this out. Alright, now I'm going to set this for 4 hours and 30 minutes. No, I'm going to set it for 5. And so when these potatoes get done, I will bring you back. And this is going to be a loaded baked potato. I'm going to show you what all we put on our baked potatoes when we have baked potato night. So I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm back. It's been 5 hours. I can't wait to see the baked potato. It feels really soft. I've heard that they have a different color to them when you cook them in the crock pot. So we're going to see. We're going to take the aluminum foil off. And this is a meal in itself. Well, I don't really see any different color. The peeling might be a little darker. That's it. Now let's cut it and see. Oh, okay. It is darker. It is darker inside. Alright, so we're going to build a stuffed baked potato. And I have this certain way that I do mine. And I know, y'all probably think I'm crazy. I'm really not, though. Alright, first thing I do is I put a little bit of butter. Well, this is Country Cock shed spread. I put a little bit on this side. And then a little bit on this side. And then I put salt and pepper. Alright, and then I put bacon bits. I could fix bacon, but I really like bacon bits on a baked potato more than I like real bacon. So I'm going to put some bacon bits on here. And then I'm going to put some sour cream on here. And if you have that runny stuff in the top of your sour cream, just stir your sour cream up. That's like a preservative or whatever for your sour cream. So just stir it up. Alright, so I'm going to put some sour cream on this side, just like I did the butter. I mean the margarine. And now and then get some more, put it on this side. And then I have fixed Hormel, just a can of Hormel chili beans. This is chili with beans. I put some on this side and some on this side. And then I take broccoli. Oh wait, I missed something. I gotta put just a couple, 2 or 3 dashes of Texas Pete hot sauce. If I can get it open. Alright, so I'm just gonna put a little bit right there and a little bit on one side, a little bit on the other side. And now I have my broccoli, and this was just chopped broccoli. And I put it in the microwave for 5 minutes and just steamed it because I really like my broccoli tender, really cooked. So I put a little bit on one side and a little bit on the other side. And I really like broccoli, so I put some in the middle too. And then I'm going to put just mild cheddar cheese. And I'll just put that all over the potato. A little bit more. Alright, and now I'm going to put this in the microwave and heat it up for 30 seconds, and I'll bring you right back and you'll get to see the finished dish. Okay, here it is. I've got a close-up of it for you. You can see the cheese didn't melt all the way because I only put it in there for 30 seconds, but it's going to melt. But I just wanted to give y'all a close-up view of it so you can see this is a huge, this is a great dinner. Let's put it that way. This is a great dinner. It's the baked potato with margarine, country crock shed spread, sour cream, bacon bits, broccoli, a little bit of Texas Pete hot sauce, chili beans, and cheese. And this is one of my favorite meals. So I'm going to put this back on the stand, the camera back on the stand, and I'll bring you right back so you can see it as I take a bite of it. Okay, now I'm going to take a bite of it and see what it tastes like. And I want a little bit of everything in the bite. So I want some broccoli and some chili beans and cheese and the margarine and the sour cream, and it just makes a good old little runny soup-like mixture right here. I gotta make sure I got more broccoli than that on here. Alright, here's my huge bite. Let me take a bite and let you know what it tastes like. Oh my gosh. This is one of the best meals. Just something quick for your family. The potato is so tender, so this is definitely a good thing to cook your baked potatoes in your crock pot. And I mean, it is so tender. And there's no heat in the house. So in the summertime, when you're fixing steaks on the grill or hamburgers, or when you're having a cookout, put your baked potatoes in your crock pot. Then I just heated up the broccoli in the microwave and the chili beans on my New Wave induction cooktop and melted the cheese for 30 seconds. And my gosh, this is so good. I love this dish, and it really is a good dish for your family. So if you like this recipe, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and you have a wonderful day. Bye.